Talk to you about how we felt that went for you. There's a question I've got straight away.
Okay, hit us with it.
So I was wondering about the one mountain. I mean, I loved it. One mountain for wilding the cattle.
It's also for a ley line binding and a prismatic engine.
So I like to hear that because Aria, you are the person who has most consistently in my life as a limited player told me that I should not be splashing colours when I am splashing colours. Mm-hmm. So it felt like possibly you had been body snatched or replaced with some kind of alien impersonator.
Yeah.
I hear that rationale and now realise it's the real person.
It's off the 3 prismatic vistas, which I hoped would make it defensible, but I did draw that mountain in the first hand I had to mulligan. So
yeah. That is absolutely brutal. Although it would have been nice if more of your lands had showed up during both of the games, I do have to say.
That would have been nice, yes.
Yeah. So mulligan to 5 in game 2, James really powered on and just left you behind. You just didn't seem to have the answer there.
No, I think part of the problem is that in draft I failed to notice that I was being sort of semi-cut on my archetype with someone else playing Nyazu.
Yeah.
So I have kind of sketchy card quality.
Okay, well, I mean, there's some big power hitters in there, and as we saw from your 2-0 against Victor in the first round, when you do draw the mix of land and spells, I think the deck does its thing.
But like the random pixie that has okay targets, or the tough cookie, which is just there as a okay enough 2-drop.
Well, we were deeply excited about the tough cookie on stream because we like making a cookie and animating the food and getting in people's faces.
It's pretty okay, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go to another game on coverage soon. So Aria, thanks for coming in and allowing us to recover what is a recent and undoubtedly painful memory. Not many people would have up for that.
Oh, I do have a metallic mimic, which I think is optimal to declare on cat, and that's kind of funny.
Okay, the metallic mimic is a cat, a replica cat, much reminiscent of the Lego cat which my mother recently built after Christmas.
That's nice.
Isn't it? Right, okay, let's cut ourselves back live to the floor where 2 other combatants are smashing each other with savage cardboard punches.
Who are we seeing here, Dave?
It's not clear, but our almighty producer will put them on screen momentarily.
Here we go. It's James again.
James and Aria are having a rematch despite being in the kitchen with us now.
I can't believe it.
Time travel is in effect.
Okay, let's see if this time Aria can win. Oh no, it's Rory. Rory again. Now, we watched her before and Rory did win. And I think this is against Fraser. Is this Fraser?
That is Fraser, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Rory and Fraser. I'm beginning to recognise people's arms, which is a bit frightening.
It's certainly a niche skill, but one that's probably going to come up today.
I mean, it will be quite good if any of them are murdered and only their arms are found. I'll be able to identify them.
If pieces of our participants wash up on the shore, and we hope that's not the case, then you will be the guy the police want to speak to.
Exactly. Okay, so here we go. So I think we are resolving a mulligan here for Rory, it looks like. Doing your Doris.
Rory's already going to be an uphill battle to come back from being 2-0 down in a best of 3 match.
So Fraser is 1 up, and I think that's. I haven't seen Fraser's deck. We know how that works. Let's see what's happening here. So we're resolving this mulligan. Fraser has that land that I thought was kind of the jagged thing in his hand.
And I have to say, for the benefit of the people at home, watching Stuart crane his head to the left in order to try and see Fraser's hand on a flat screen is one of the more rewarding things that's happened today already.
Do you guys want anything from comments?
We're going to cut live to the McDonald's portion of the stream here with James. No, we're okay. We have curry in the fridge. But James, thank you for thinking of us, the humble coverage team.
I've always liked James.
I particularly like James's willingness to fetch fast food for me.
Okay, so mulligan to 5, it looks like that's 2 cards away from Rory.
What is it about this stream and mulligans to 5? There is a curse on that side of the table.
Okay.
Maybe it's the playmat.
Right, so it's fetching straight away.
Straight in with the Verdant Catacombs. Down to 19. Let's hope this land unlocks some high impact plays for Rory. Or if we're Fraser, not hope it.
Yeah.
Hope the opposite, in fact.
Okay, so
That looks like a blood crypt.
yeah, it does. In fact, Dave, I think indeed it is a blood crypt.
It's a beautiful new blood crypt from Lorman Eclipse.
Lord of it's a good set. I enjoyed that set.
Yeah, only the second set in which Shocklands have been printed, not set on Ravnica. There's a tiny little magic factoid for those of you who care even in the slightest.
Black lands on either side. What is the best one? Yeah, the Blood Crypt.
The Blood Crypt. Well, you see, in this instance, the Blood Crypt came in tapped, did nothing, and the other one shot in for a point of damage.
Yeah,
so I'd have to say the desert is pulling ahead in this particular context.
And Fraser's got
Yep,
Flame of Vanilla
we are
hand.
going. Oh, yeah, but he's going to cast this. He's going to get himself rid of something that he doesn't need and another couple of cards into his hand with that
I think
classic red discard and draw effect. And then he's going to put that dragon right back in his deck where it can do more useful things later.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the synergy of Fraser's deck's really good. He's got lots and lots of stuff going on.
He certainly made me look very silly. Of course, the fact that he's trying to insert cards into his hand from his deck does make me wonder when the sheriff's going to come down on like a
You
ton
need to
of
think,
bricks.
at this kind of level of tournament with the actual prizes at stake, do people need to cheat?
It's not like some paltry pro tour where you can allow Seth Manfield to have infinite tech banks in the top 8. This is the DNPT. We need enforcement.
Allegedly. Seth, I'm not on board with that. If you're going to sue Andy, sue Dave.
I'd like to see him find something actionable in what I said.
I'm just being cautious.
You're actually rooting for him, aren't you?
Always-
You'd love to see me dragged back through the courts, wouldn't you, after the last time?
Oh, I mean, but the thing is, when you were dragged through the courts, we had a great time. You were always at my house. It was brilliant.
I mean, this is true. So what we're saying to everyone is, if you get a chance to get divorced, try it. It's fun. It's not free, but imagine it is, and just discover all the new fun things you can do in your life.
Like checking with Sriracha.
Check in with Sriracha, a big highlight
Okay,
of
here
my
we go.
divorce.
We've actually got something here.
That is the mighty Ironcrag Pyromancer, and from here. We know that if it goes unchecked,
Now, Rory's-
terrible things are going to happen for Rory.
3 mana sitting up here, though. So
And in Rakdos colours, is there a kill spell coming?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Tweezed-
Get tweezed to the face. So
to
this
discard.
must be a loot or a rummage, as we say. It's clearly Rory needs some action.
Yeah. Can't play the 2 white or 2 black, the wee
That's
flying.
right. Abigail, the
Abigail.
flying bird person from...
Dave, do you know what happens with Abigail and Stalker? I'm going to bring this up for you, see if you can hear
I'm
me.
sorry, what
Oh.
did you just say out loud?
Here we go. Anchor Pyromancer away to...
Wow, 4 mana kill spell to get rid of that Ironcrag
I mean, I
Pyromancer.
think that might be worth it. I think Rory has to use the mana. That
Yeah.
he has. Right? He must use it now.
I agree.
Going behind, he can't let that mana just be wasted because then he just drops further behind.
But if Fraser can make use of his own turn, then he's really in the driving seat here.
Yeah.
That looks like a young Pyromancer.
Yep.
That looks like
with
counter mana
something kept
up.
Yep. This could be beautiful here.
Well, depending on which side of the table you're sitting on. Rory is fighting back from a double mulligan and now has to face
Has done
an
really
army
well.
in a can, potentially.
Right, in the colours to kill it, but you're right, with possible some sort of counter spell up. Shock.
Well, that may be the only one that can't be countered with
Oh,
a spell
he's chapped.
starter.
He is
Yeah.
chapped, he's nothing. Well
Well,
done.
no, I believe he might have a conditional counter spell,
Yeah.
which Rory could have paid for.
And I think that's Rory's done really well there. He's killed the last 3 threats. He's built up the mana on his board. He's now ready to play. He still has 1 or 2 cards in hand, I think.
I think it might be one. Let's see. Fraser thinking about this, getting his Grixis,
Grixis
tap land in
Yep.
play.
Passing back, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a nice land. We do like it.
He's looking at his graveyard. But there's definitely no delve spells, so I mean Fraser's hand looks
for
amazing. Fraser's hand, if this is his hand, Snapgrass, Amaze, Brain Surge, Fell, Flame Vanilla, Vidilla, Click. Oh, V-Click.
V-click in the draw state.
And
Absolutely savage.
Rory's used 3 kill spells. Oh, savage. Now, Fraser knows it's clear now. Like,
Now, you think that's double mountain in hand. We have an Abrade on screen, which may just have been to frighten and troll us as the coverage team.
I mean, like, with Fraser, because that came at end step, yeah, this could really... Fraser's got a full grip here.
A full grip of disgusting spells.
Yeah. So there's some sort of discussion going on here. I think maybe you don't search, I didn't make you discard. You keep the cards you've got.
Yeah.
V-Click. I love V-Click. It used to be really hard to get and then they reprinted it a lot.
Well, I mean, at the time it was a real powerhouse. It doesn't get played in Modern any longer. That's a greedy freebooter. A card that I feel Fraser's playing just to troll me because I said it was so underwhelming. But, he's in the lead, and that gives him bragging rights.
It does now. Has Fraser managed to get 2 swamps out again this time? I think he has.
That's a brain surge.
Okay, good. This is going through here, so he's looking through it, seeing what he's taking into his hand. I mean, he's just sculpting his hand here. I'm not thinking that Rory comes back from this here.
It's
because
already hard.
we already knew it was
1-5.
he's 2 mountains in hand. Fraser sculpted his hand perfectly to where he needs it to be.
I've just double checked and I can confirm that Vendilion Clique is in fact a wizard, so that Flame of Anor is live. There's an embarrassment of riches here in Fraser's hand.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
It looks like Rory has picked another mountain up. We've all been there.
We have been there, but suspiciously it's always the players on the right hand side of our screen who are having this terrible luck apply to their draws.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that the winning tactic for the finals will be not to sit on that side of the table.
Okay.
He's done it.
He's
finally
cast it.
He's done that solely so that he can come in here and look in our eyes.
And the game is over as well. Well, if we can sneak out the back.
Yeah, we can escape. I'd rather not face the shame of having ever been wrong about anything. That's what real adults do. They run away from their problems.
Fraser playing a dick move here, showing Rory all the cards he was going to beat him with.
Still had all these. I thought Fraser was a good guy. I'm reassessing my opinion.
Yes, exactly. I think that was just too much. That was over the top.
But I mean, one could argue the bigger gloat was actually resolving the Bitterbloom Bearer with his current mana base.
I don't know if you've seen it on stream, but he did flick us the V's as he was playing it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. What's the correct word? Pretty ungrateful, given how we spotlighted him and bigged him up when he came in for his interview, and he's rewarding us with that kind of digit-based abuse.
I mean, it takes me back to why the cactus place didn't work, because I was like, Fraser, are you sure like a florist only selling cacti will work? And he's like, yeah. And I poured my heart and my soul into that. I tell you, I had bleeding fingers for months trying to give cactus bouquets to people. And buffets, because I had to make money some way.
I mean, I think the difficulty is that a cactus bouquet is only really something you'd want for your hated enemies, and it's hard to bring yourself to spend money on those people.
Yeah, especially when you've got those cacti that maybe bloom once every 25 years. It was really hard to predict when that would happen at somebody's actual wedding.
And if it isn't blooming, are you even strictly running a florist? Okay, we're being joined in the coverage room / kitchen again by Fraser, who I think is going to come here to get in my face about having resolved Bitterbloom Bearer. Bring yourself.
Let me stand up
Fraser,
again.
come sit. Tell us how that felt out there.
Yeah, so I did it and it wasn't at all relevant.
Okay, but I mean, it did appear to prompt the concession because we don't have microphones. So if you want to brazen that out and claim that's the case, I'll allow it.
I mean, anytime you Vendilion Clique in C2 lands, that was not a game of Magic that felt particularly good.
No, I mean, I would describe it as a non-game, as the young people say.
Yes. Game 1 was so extraordinarily close. If Rory had even one card to discard or anything, they had Mage Kiln cycling for damage. They reanimated Abigail with all of her abilities. It was a very, very close game, but that game 2,
Just absolutely not.
sometimes you need your opponents to just not draw cards.
Okay, I mean, those are wise words, Fraser. Probably the wisest that have been spoken at this desk today. So I'd like to thank you for that contribution. I imagine that we're going to follow you in the finals next time out, and unless I'm proved wrong by the producer selections. So I hope to see more shenanigans, and please, Flame of Anor, Snapcaster.
I was
Mage,
really
make
trying.
it
I had
happen.
it in hand. I had the Flame of Anor. I had the Snapcaster Mage. If Rory had cast a creature at all, I would have been able to cast the Flame of Anor for value.
I feel like you could have hung on and done it to your own Bitterbloom Bearer just to satisfy the condition that I've heaped on your shoulders.
We'll see what James has in store.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
Well, what he has is 41 beautiful cards. So try and see if you can spot the one that doesn't belong. Which is the odd one out, Fraser?
Wonderful.
Which is the odd one out?
We did notice when you shaped your hand in that second deck, and I think there was one point Rory must have drawn cards and he was up to 3 mountains. So even the next card they drew, and they usually shoot them. We did think it was a bit of a dick move at the end to go like that. Oh, so you've 3 mountains in hand. Here's all the cards I could have killed you with, but I appreciate that.
You had to know.
Yeah.
It's never a good hand. Even when you have a Seismic Assault in play, 3 mountains isn't a particularly good hand, so it's rough.
But we as older gentlemen need to let these younger people know that we can still mix it sometimes.
Absolutely.
The only thing I'm mixing is a cup of Earl Grey with milk.
Which is wrong.
Well, so you say. Tell us what you think in the chat about putting milk in your Earl Grey tea. I'm a big supporter. Stuart thinks that I'm an unsavable savage beyond redemption.
Could we get Rory and then we'll ask him how it went? Fraser, again,
Yep.
great
Fraser,
work.
thanks for joining us. Keep Grixing.
I mean, I'm not going to bother sitting down because hopefully we'll get Rory in quite soon.
But
Ask
I think
Rory
people
how it
enjoy the
felt.
dance. I think they enjoy seeing you go
This kind of dance.
and go down.
Like dad dancing.
Really, any sort of dad dancing you want to bring out.
Rory doesn't
Rory
want
has
to.
fled from the coverage team.
No,
No, before
Rory's here.
re-emerging.
Come and sit down,
Come,
Rory.
sit yourself down. Watch us very professionally open Iron Brew live on stream and tell us how it felt to be brutally screwed over by a mulligan to 5. Relive that terrible moment in your life for us.
Is the camera catching the live tears as they are scrolling down my face?
They didn't catch them on your face, but we did notice that your playmat appeared to be flooding.
It was.
It's rough, very rough, Rory. I'm sorry you suffered that. But it did make for great television because our viewers are terrible misanthropes who enjoy the pain of others.
Ah yes, this is all about the sadism.
Absolutely.
The V click into 2 mountains, how did that feel? When you had to, when you're like, please let me think I've got something.
It wasn't great. I did discard that Abigail, hoping, because I couldn't cast it at the time, I was hoping,
Oh,
like,
definitely.
surely, like, I only have 15 lands in this deck anyhow, like, I can just, like, draw into more spells, but I did not draw into more spells.
See, that's the problem. You think about the lands, you become magnetic to them, they make their way up to the top of the deck. I've been assured by physicists that this is indeed how it works. Anyway, how does the deck work when it actually draws 7-card hands and a mix of lands and spells? What are you doing out there?
So the deck that I drafted, as I usually enjoy doing, is kind of like, it's quite an aggressive burn deck. So what the deck is aiming to do is that it's got a lot of like red discard synergies, and then it's got a lot of black from graveyard synergies.
Okay.
So you're discarding cards and then getting value from your graveyard in that way.
That sounds delicious. I am a big appreciator of graveyard value.
Yes, and of course because it's in black and red, it has a lot of good red and black removal spells.
Yep, I can get behind red and black removal spells as well. What's the big thing that you want to reanimate or you want to get going with your graveyard? What's the primary synergy that you're most excited about?
So I do have Lively Dirge in the deck, and one of the really cool things I can do is, for example, Abigail is 2 mana. There's also like the Necron. It's a 2/1 flyer where if it enters the battlefield from the graveyard, you draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
Yes.
You can also just make it have first strike and lifelink. You can also, like, there's the Rock Cosmic Chaucer as well, that is only 2 mana as well, so you can just get that back.
With Abigail, and it becomes
And then-
just a big beater.
And it loses Decayed.
Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so hopefully you'll get to pull that on some poor, unsuspecting opponent in the next round. As it is, Rory, thanks for sitting here recounting the agony of that last round defeat, because we're sadists and we really appreciate it.
I'm really glad you do.
No worries.
Yes,
mate.
hopefully my luck will be better this time going into
Okay.
round 3.
Crush him in round 3. Catch you later.
Alright.
Just for a wee bit of news for here, Dave, we're actually going to get, because we're quite ahead of schedule, it looks we're going to get 4 rounds.
4 rounds, so you tell me the next one will not in fact be the decider.
No, it won't. Well, who knows?
We must crown a DNPT champion. That's the only priority I've got for today, other than making it to the toilet on time every time.
But we can also make it a dance-off.
Okay. It's time
Take 5
that
again.
we do that. I have to make it to the toilet on time, or there will be someone else sitting in this seat. So we're going to take 5, and we'll catch up with you later.
Cheerio, bye.